Hey everybody, it's Rebel Racer here. So, my newest video that was added also today, I got a reply from a comment from a guy called New Jersey Racer who said that I should explain about how I went to jail, why I went to jail, and what it was like in jail. So, we're going to do that right now, because I told him I would tonight, so let's get to it. So, about a year ago or two, it might have been, yeah, it was about 2015, it must have been. I was living in a different house, and I came home from church that day. I was on the phone with a buddy of mine, and then I started hearing this sounds like ka-tung, 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 stuff being tossed in my backyard. And then I hear somebody coming, and they bang on my window, and they bang on my door. What the hell? So I opened the door, and there's some Indian guy standing there. And he's all like, I was like, what the hell, man? Get the hell off my property, yo. Get the hell out, man. And he was like, make me. All right, man. I reached inside. There was a BB gun laying there. It looks real enough. I don't have it no more. But I reached inside, and as I reached back to grab it, he had turned and started walking away. And then when he saw that I had a gun, then he started to hurry. And I pointed at him, but there was a woman in the yard that he came from. Thought I pointed at her. And I told him, stay the hell off my property. You don't know who you don't mess with me, man. And then my other neighbor came out. She's like, she said, I'm not gonna give out my name, but she's like, what are you doing? I walked back inside. Next thing I know, cops were there, and I told the cops what had happened. But I'm the one who gets arrested, and I went to jail. And then throughout the next couple months, there was court cases, the Superior Court, and it went on. And it was designated as a Class 3 aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. And because of that, I was looking at some pretty hard time. But my lawyer and the prosecutor that I had got it a plea going, that they pled it down to a Class 6 undesignated, neither felony nor misdemeanor. That way I could get maybe a probation and walk. So when it came time, the judge fell. He said, all right, 18 months probation, 100 hours community service, Unfortunately, I screwed up almost 3 times. First time was for some pills that weren't even mine. I had a guy living with me, and he left them here. Not purposely, I don't think. And then the other time was a false reporting to law enforcement. I had a phone, a Galaxy J1. And the library in my town, you can sign up to use the internet, but you can only do it 3 times. And I was doing it my first time, and my best friend, my brother, Adon, not my real brother, of course, but we're close like that. He was on his second time, and the little kid Adrian that we had with us, he had already used his 3 turns, and so he said, "Hey, can I use your phone to use Facebook?" I said, "All right, but you freaking stay where I can see you. You walk out, I'll beat your ass. I swear to God, I'm not losing another phone." So, anyways, he went outside with the phone. And he's the one who made the false reporting. He said he was going to make a prank call. I thought, because Facebook on Messenger has a call app, and you can call people. And I thought that's what he was going to do. When he said make a prank call, I didn't know he was going to call the police. Anyway, since it was my phone and everything, and they said they heard me in the background telling him what to say, which I can assure you guys I did not say that. I am not that freaking stupid. Anyways. Then this last time, as if in some of my earlier videos, you've seen that I was with that girl, and that's what caused this domestic violence, threats and intimidation, disorderly conduct. Today, I got 12 months probation, So I got a year probation. Um I've got to pay a $50 fine to the court, and I've got to do 26 sessions of counseling for DV and anger management. So whatever. Anyway, so anyways, they decided to revoke my probation, and it was a petition to revoke my probation, and I was picked up last September, right around I think the 8th. It must have been. Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't the 8th. It was 6th. Maybe it was September 6th. It had to be. Because they picked me up on probation violation, and they took me to jail here in my hometown of Ajo, and I was only there for 2 days, and then I was transferred to Tucson County Jail, Pima County Jail in Tucson, and I was there for 4 weeks. I went to court on September 10th. When I first went to jail, I was in 1 Alpha, 1A. And then I got transferred straight up to 4B, mental health ward, because there was a psychiatrist there who diagnosed me as mental health status 2 that needed to be in mental health ward. Whatever. And I was there. And then, so on the 10th, I went to court, and they reassigned it to the 19th so that Judge Fell could come back, the same judge who put me on probation in the first place. Anyways, so for 4 weeks I was there. Then on the 19th I was sentenced. 90 days. 3 months. And I spent some time in 1A because I went from 4B to 1A to be reclassified. I was in 1R. And I had some trouble with somebody in 1R. And they threatened to put me in the hole because I had a black eye from when the guy hit me. I didn't even know he was going to. And they told me, hey, look, either you tell us what really went on in there, or, we can put you in the hole for a few days till you're ready to talk. And no one wants to be in the hole. That place sucks from what I hear. F with that. I ain't going there. I can tell you that right now. So I told them, and that turned in. So they took me out of 1R back into 1A. I was in 1A for a while. Then I went to 1Q. Now, in jail, you can usually end up in a group. You have your own people. If you're a white boy, like me, Italian American, or you're a white. But if you're white, then you're a Wood, Peckerwood. Wood, you're white. If you're a Mexican and you were born in Mexico but you're over here, but you can speak Spanish and all that good stuff, then you're a Paisa. If you're a Mexican born in America, you're Chicano. If you're native, you're a chief. If you're black, you're kinfolk. And there are certain points where somebody that could be white could run kinfolk, or somebody that's Chicano could run Paisa, or somebody that's white run Paisa like I did. I was a Wood at first, but I switched Paisa because they took a lot better care of me than even my own people did, believe it or not. So, sorry, there's some kind of big truck going by outside. Anyways, so that's one thing about jail. That's you'll get assigned to a group when you go in there. Also, when you're assigned to a group, your head, there's always a head to somebody. The rules are basically the same for everybody. If you have a problem, take it to your head. Take at least one shower every day. Keep your place clean. Don't steal, don't lie. Don't go run to the CO. If you need to talk to the CO, you take somebody with you, one of your own race, or if you got a buddy who's in a different race, take him with you. Like, say you're Paisa, for example, but you got a friend who's a white boy. You take your white boy with you. Be like, and say, hey, like, hey, man, I need to go see you. Hey, hey, Bo, I need to talk to the CO. You want to go with me? All right, man. All right with you, man. So that's it. Take somebody to see a CO. The other then so I mean that's one thing. That's a few things. The other thing is when you talk to COs, don't be like, hey, fuck, fuck you, Mr. CO. I need some. No, don't cuss them out. Don't be like, hey, yo, CO, what's up? Yo, man, I need some. No, don't be like that. Be like, excuse me, CO. Can I use paper towels? Or CO, I don't have any soap. Can I get a bar of soap? Or CO, we need some toilet paper. Or be nice. Show them. If you respect them, they'll respect you. Yes, you're an inmate, but if you show them respect, they'll respect you. So I mean that's just one thing. I mean I didn't respect the COs all that much at first, but after a while I started to learn that the more respect I gave them, the more respect I earned. Also, when you first go to jail, the first place you'll go is 1A. Now, the bottom floor of 1A is for people who are detoxing, and the top floor is for classification and reclassification. When you're classified, the most likely you'll go to new jail, or if you get diagnosed mentally, you'll go to 4B or mental health or whatever. If you're diagnosed suicidal, you'll go to 1S, 2S. But the new jails, like 1S and 1R and 1Q, where I was, is called new jail. It's 8 men to a cell, and you have a TV in your cell. And it's from 10 to 10. TV's on at 10, off at 10. However, once in a while you get a cool CO who will leave it on all night. That wasn't very usual, but once in a while you get a cool CO who's pretty cool, leave it on all night. So that's one other thing, new jail, 8 men to a cell, TV in the room. Day rooms were a lot longer. In 4B and 1A, it's 30 minutes 2 times a day for day room. Bull crap. And the new jails have a rec area where you can play basketball and sit around the table and talk. You can also shoot cards and shoot dice. You make your own dice out of toilet paper. I don't know how to do that. Somebody else did it, and it worked out well. The other thing about jail that is the food is another thing about jail that nobody really likes. It's government issued bullshit. That's what it is. Bullshit. Some of it's okay. Some of it's pretty cool. Some of it's nice, like the fish sandwiches and the chicken sandwiches and other stuff like that. But most of it was just, you just want to be like, get it in there and be done with it. Now you get like breakfast. For breakfast, you could sometimes get like a little bit of cereal, sometimes like a big piece of ham with some eggs, or eggs and hash with some like little bits of oatmeal. The best one, in my opinion, was what you would get the first of every month, which was called SOS, shit on a shingle. It was you get pieces of bread and you get like this watery gravy with like pieces of sausage in it. So it's kind of like biscuits and gravy, but you're using bread as for like your biscuits and you're using it like that. Whatever. So that's kind of what that is. Also, you gotta remember that I can't tell you everything that was for. I mean, sometimes you got pancakes, sometimes you got waffles, sometimes you got eggs and hash, sometimes you got ham and eggs, sometimes you got cereal, sometimes you got oatmeal. Now on Thanksgiving, because I was in there during Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving Day, instead of getting that regular bran flake cereal for breakfast, we got Rice Krispies and we got chocolate milk. So that was really cool. Now lunches are like usually a sandwich of some kind and a fruit. Once in a while, you might even get 3 cookies instead of fruit. and a little carton of milk. That milk carton like about like that freaking big. You know, that didn't do shit. Um, Sometimes it was tuna, which I didn't like. Sometimes it was peanut butter. Sometimes it was ham and cheese. Sometimes it was turkey and cheese. Sometimes it was Bologna and cheese. Sometimes it was just peanut butter and jelly. Whatever. Then there was like sometimes cookies. You get three of them. And sometimes you would get like an apple, an orange, or a banana. Dinner. Now, dinner was the one that a lot of people, including myself, look forward to because it was always something different. That's why we say in jail, same shit, different tray. Like instead of same shit, different day, it was in jail, it's the same shit, different tray. So sometimes, like I said, it could be fish sandwiches or chicken sandwiches or some kind of crappy spaghetti or chili mac, just all kinds of different stuff. And it usually sometimes would come with either salad or some fruit or use bread and like some vegetables. It was always mixed up. Sometimes you get some Jello. Hey, sometimes you even get some coffee cake. Now that's what I like. And sometimes you get like cornbread, which was really sucky cornbread, but I ate it anyway. Sometimes I was getting 3 cornbreads a night because people didn't want them. Hey, yo, you want this cornbread, man? Oh yeah, pass it over here. Yeah, I'll eat it. I ain't gonna turn it down. Next thing you need to know about jail is commissary. Now, commissary is a list that you can buy stuff off of. Like you can buy eyeglasses, earbuds, radios. You can buy t-shirts, boxer shorts, briefs, a gray sweatshirt. I don't know if a man can buy women's clothing if he's into that, but who knows? I don't know. I don't know because I don't try that. You can also buy deck shoes and that kind of thing. You can also buy food. Now, a package of ramen noodles, or as we like to say, top ramen, or as we called it, a sopa. Sopa is Spanish for soup. Sopa. Mostly here, when you get something like that, out here on the outs, as we said, it was more like, like what? Like 20 cents? 20 cents, 50 cents, one package? In there, $1.18. Honey buns, here in my town, $1.19. In there, $1.40. 40 cents for these little cookies, these little oatmeal cream things. 40 cents. Out here you get them for 20. Everything on that list is expensive as hell. But that's because the jail commissary is trying to make money. And sometimes you would order something and you wouldn't even get it. And their answer was, oh, well, the truck didn't come, or we were out of that, or, well, you didn't have enough money to buy that, or, well, we just didn't have it. Now, next thing also is internet packs. Now, these are packs that are on the jail site that your family can buy and have them sent to you. There's hygiene packs, snap packs, mega meal packs, food packs. I mean, there was even a pack where you get like a little plastic bowl with a lid, a big old tumbler with a lid, and a coffee cup, and you get like a special spork, I think, too, or at least you used to. I don't know if you get the special spork now, but you had that. The tumbler came with a lid and your own little personal coffee cup. Usually, though, like when I was in jail, every group I was in or whatever room I was in, they would always supply me with a bowl, a cup, and since I don't drink coffee, my religion is Mormon, so I don't drink coffee and stuff like that. I didn't need a coffee cup, but they give me a tumbler and a bowl with a lid. And a lid on the tumbler too, so that whenever I had soups or whatever, I could make them. Now, to make a soup in jail is a little bit different. There was always a hot water pot for coffee and whatnot, but if you get like a tumbler's a little bit smaller than this. Tumbler maybe up to here. Tumbler might have been the same size. Anyways, take your tumbler, it's a big cup is what tumbler was. Go get some hot water, put it in the tumbler. Get enough, fill it up. Get enough. Get the tumbler out. Okay. Once you're done, take it to your room. Take out your sopa or ramen and crush it up. Okay. Crush it. Open it up. Take out the little flavor packet and put it in the bowl. dump the water on it, put your lid on it, and let it sit. Now you can let it sit till the noodles are soft, or you can let it sit till it soaks up the water. I personally like to have the juice, but some people didn't like the juice. They wait till the water's all soaked up, or they would drain the water out and then they put the stuff on. Whatever. That's how you make soup, hot ramen in jail, by using hot water and stuff. It's easy. Another thing that's about jail that's really not cool is, there's no money in jail. Okay? You can use the money that's on your books to buy stuff for other people and they trade, but in jail, food trays and lunches are money. Your breakfast tray is worth $1. Your lunches are worth 50 cents, and your dinner tray is worth $1.50. So you could be paying tray after tray till you make up all the money. I didn't do that very often. I only did that, I think, maybe a few times when I was in there. Those are just some of the things. Anyways, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. So, like I said, I was in 1A, and I got sent straight to 4B that first night. I was there for 4 weeks. I went to court on the 10th, and when I rolled out of 4B, I was in 1R for a while, and I got rolled out of 1R for that what I told you about, and I got yeah, I was in 1A, and I got beat up in 1A too. I didn't even know the guy was going to do it. The guy got off his bed. I said something to him. I said, because he was mumbling in his sleep, and I was like, yo, man, can you try not to do that? You be quiet, just please. I was nice about it, but he get up and boom, boom to the body, He didn't go for the face. I already had a black eye from that crap. That's the other thing about jail. If you screw up, you're gonna catch hot ones. That means you're gonna catch some hits. Usually, it's always 1 to the face or 5 to the body. And usually people are dumb enough, they'll say, hey, do it right here, or right here. Go. You can either take it or you can fight back. My best advice is, if you screw up, do not roll out. That makes you a bitch. That makes you a pussy, a punk, pussy bitch. Don't do that. If you gotta take a hit, take a hit. Don't fight. Because right then and there that if you beat that guy, then his friends are gonna come on you. Because it's not fair in jail. It's not fair in jail. It is not fair in jail. So, while I was in 1A, I got sick with a sore throat, and I was sick for days afterwards. I went to court on the 19th, and that's when the judge gave me the 90 days. And I was back in 1A. A little while later, I was sent to 1Q, and I was in room 4. There's 8 rooms in each of the new jails. I was in room 4. Then, after a while, I got taken out and was brought back here to my hometown of Ajo to do court here for that DV charge thing. But I was already been sentenced, so they said, well, we'll just set it for a later date. I went back, and then I was in room 2 in 1Q. I went to 1A. No, I did not go to 1A that time. I went right back to 1Q and was in room 2. And that was mostly all Paisas. Anyways, after a while, I got moved up to room 7. No, room 5. Sorry, room 5. I was in room 5. Then I was there for a while, and then they called me and they sent me to the mission. Now, the mission is a part of the jail where you go and then you can work, like in the kitchens or road crew or supply. I got stuck supply. Now the mission is set up kind of like the Salvation Army. It's a big room just full of bunks, double bunks all the way down. I was on bunk 83, I believe, or 84. And the guy below me, Brandon, we became friends, but in the mission, you don't steal, You don't lie. Take showers every day. And when you're in the mission, you find the people you run with. Now, when I was first in jail, I ran with the Woods. When I was in 1Q, I changed. I was in a room full of Paisas. They accepted me, and I became Paisa. Alex, the head, baptized me. He came over and went, "Alright, there you go. Paisa. Welcome to the family." But in the mission, I ran with the blacks. I ran with the kinfolk. Well, come on. There's no greasers in jail. I mean, there just wasn't. I mean, there might have been some that had the hairstyle and the greaser, but they weren't really greasers. They didn't even know what a greaser was. They say, "Oh, so you're like from Greece?" No, I don't stand up and go, "Grease lightning, go Grease lightning." No, I mean, I sing that song whenever I hear it, and I can do the karaoke version of it, and I'm pretty good at it. But that's another story. So I ran with the kinfolk, the blacks, and they accepted me, and things were good. I was getting extra food from them and everything. They took care of me. Then I got into a bit of a scuffle with somebody, and we all got rolled out, and I went back to 1A, and I was in there for a whole freaking week, 7 days, because the guy who brought me in forgot to write my name down that I was in there. They didn't even know I was in there. Well, time came, and I was finally, after about a week, I was back in 1Q, and I was in room 1. These people poured water on me. The room was just full of people that were bad. I mean, that whole room almost got rolled out while I was there. Anyways, I got my friend Zay to go with me. He was Paisa too, even though he was white boy too. We went to the CO, and I told the CO, "Hey, look, man, they're pouring water on me. They were touching me inappropriately. I mean, they were slapping my ass, and one of them even grabbed my nuts, What the hell no. And so I was moved up to room 7, and I was up in room 7 for the rest of my time that I was in Pima County jail. Now, I got dropped back to Ajo here, jail, my last few days, because I do court here. And my court date was set for a different time too. I had to do last 4 days here in Ajo jail, and everything was good. I mean, I was getting a little bit of extra food. I had control of the TV, except for the last day the TV was out. There were 2 guys in there, Spanish speakers. They didn't speak no habla inglés, and me no habla español. I can know a little bit of Spanish, like yo soy hombre, we are man. Yo soy el padrino. I am the godfather. Pinche puta, fucking bitch. Amigo, friend, chinga comadre, F your mother, dickhead, a few insults I learned, and a few other things I learned. But yeah. And, I did the last 4 days here, and I got out. It was really hard to go through it all. I'm doing the best I can. So, New Jersey Racer, I hope you understand I'm doing the best I can. It's not a really fun thing to think about. But yeah, that's kind of what it was like. So I know this was kind of a long video, somewhat, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer any questions you guys got. So, as I always say, stay greasy cats, stay sexy chicks. Rebel Greaser.